Welcome back. Now, our next guest shot to stardom at the age of 13. 13 makes me feel very old. In Chris O'Dowd's County Roscommon set Moon Boy, but you're looking at him now. Isn't he awful grown up?
Certainly is. At 19, he's now taking his talents to the stage in The Cripple of Inishmaan, taking place in the Gaiety Theatre from January 25th. Ian O'Reilly, you're very welcome.
Good morning,
Thank you.
young
It's good to see you.
Thank you for joining us. You are all grown
My
up.
God,
I
you
mean,
have
just
grown
about.
up.
I still get ID'd everywhere, so
Do you-
I'm fine.
I would imagine
baby
there's
face.
viewers this morning going, is that your man from Moon Boy?
Yeah,
It is.
Pádraig from Moon Boy.
Yeah.
That's me.
Because you were only what? You were 12
I
or
was
13 when we met?
12 when we started, yeah. So I was young.
How did you get the part? How did that come to you?
I was going to drama class for like 3 months, and they brought, they sent out a casting call to like the local drama groups because they wanted people who were from
Yeah,
The area,
very
yeah.
important.
the area.
Keep it
And,
authentic.
yeah, exactly. And I just went for it. It was as I always say, it was a lot of the case of just right place, right time.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, but it does help when you're talented. young man.
It does.
I wouldn't know anything about
When
it.
you were brought in, was Chris O'Dowd part of that initial casting process?
Yeah, he was. He was there. Like he was in London, I think, at the time for the first few auditions, but he was over for the second and third, I think, because we had 3 rounds of auditions. So he was heavily involved. So
Intimidating, or were you aware of him at that time?
I was because I loved the IT crowd.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really intimidated. I was just excited.
Excited,
Because
okay.
everything was just like,
It's a
you know,
good
12,
emotion.
everything is going
But
over
you
your
were
head.
superb in it. And I remember the talk on the set amongst the elder lemons on set, myself included, was about you and your comic timing. Because you can't teach that.
No.
That's either
That's innate,
you either
isn't
have
it?
that, you can hone your craft, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. But you were superb in the show, and you had a ball doing it. And, well, look,
Yeah.
we all did. But the atmosphere on the set, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a special.
It was very
It was
special.
a special show, I think. Even from what you said there, even just making it,
Yeah.
it was a very different type of.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a thing that a lot of people who worked on it say that it was a very different type
And when
of
you
atmosphere.
started filming in it, you were in school, obviously.
Yes.
What did it mean? Was it very obviously a huge thing from the very beginning, or was this just like a small project you're working on?
Well, I had no. I remember I didn't know what was going on. I was 12, and I was just like, you know, when you're 12, you're just kind
Yeah.
of doing things.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're told to do them. Yeah,
you're just kind of doing it, and I had no idea. Like, I
just
didn't
doing
know.
things.
Yeah, but you are. You're just
You are, I
like,
know.
it's like going to a football match. You just go and you play it. If you win, oh, brilliant. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the same sort of idea. I had no idea that it was going to do as well as it
But the
did.
people you got to work with on that show, like Chris, obviously Johnny Vegas,
Yeah.
I know it was insane.
Steve
Paul,
Coogan,
yeah, Paul Rudd, as
Paul
well.
Rudd. I mean,
it
the
was.
people who were in it.
I know, yeah, but everything just, you know, it was obviously as we went on, I started to realize, oh, this is
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But it clearly defined you in terms of you thought, right, well, this is what I want to do now for my career. I want to be an actor.
Ah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's terrifying, as you know.
It is, yeah.
It's definitely
You're being very polite. It is terrifying, yeah.
terrifying is an easy word for it, but yeah, no, I definitely it kind of like, as people always say to you, like when you're doing interviews, did you catch the bug?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
catch
did
the
you
acting
catch, you
bug?
catch the old
But
bug?
you did.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, still have it.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of it. Antibiotics won't kill it, so kind of stuck on it. Yeah.
But you went on then and you've done other roles. You were in the zoo with Amy Huberman.
Yeah.
But now the reason you're here today is you're making your debut in probably one of the most beautiful theatres in the country, the Gaiety Theatre,
Yeah.
in a huge play, The Cripple of Inishmaan.
Yeah.
Now, you said it's terrifying, the job. This is where it gets terrifying.
Yeah.
It
I
gets
know.
real here, doesn't it?
Because the
Iconic
people-
theatre
Yeah.
and kind of a
iconic
cult
play.
following
Yeah.
with the play. But for any viewers who aren't familiar with The Cripple of Inishmaan, will you give us an outline of the story?
Yeah, so
and
it's
your
set on the Aran Islands, on the island of Inishmaan in 1934, and it follows the story of a boy called, as he's known, Cripple Billy, who has a disability.
Yeah.
And there's a film filming in the island Inishmore next door, and there's a lot of hype around that. Everyone wants to see this film that's filming, and it's basically about that and the relationships between the people on the island. It's full of twists and turns, and even like when I read it for the first time, I was like, "What?" I was like, you know,
Yeah,
you're
it
shocked.
makes you
and
sit
it's-
up, yeah.
It's funny, it's heartfelt, it's, you know, it's everything you really want.
And tell us about who you're playing in the show.
I'm playing a fella called Bartley McCormick.
Bartley McCormick. What a great name.
Yeah, that's me. So I always label him kind of as the village idiot. which he is to a sense. You know, he's fallen down holes and things like that. But he's also very smart in his own way. You know, he has like he was on Mastermind. He has his specialist subjects.
Yes.
You know,
Right,
that he
right.
knows way too much about.
Right.
So he's smart in his own way.
In his own way.
In his own way.
And it's an
Yes.
incredible cast.
Yeah.
Norma Sheehan, Phelim Drew, John O'Lohan. It's
Yeah,
an incredible
Rosalie
cast.
Linehan, yeah.
Rose Linehan, Catherine Walsh. Look at that
I know,
lineup. I
yeah.
mean, were you intimidated when you went for it, or did you just say, right, no, this is just another audition. I'm going in and going to go for it.
Well, you see, when I actually heard about it, I was in the depths of the Leaving Cert. I had like 2 weeks to go
good
to the
luck.
exams.
Good
I was
man.
like at my desk, like, and next thing the email came through and it was like, Cripple of Inish Man by Martin McDonough. I was like, drop the pen, hold on a second. And I read it and I was like, okay, this is interesting. Like, this is worth the couple of days
Yeah.
away
Parking the
from
studies.
the books.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went up for the audition and it went really well. And Maureen, the casting director, and Andrew, the director, they were like, you know what, we'll leave you alone till after the Leaving Cert at least.
And how did the leaving go?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I was delighted. I'm just delighted it's over.
Yeah.
Like, just finished.
Yeah, it's an ordeal. Like,
And are
But you did it.
Yeah,
You did
exactly.
it. With
I
everything else
survived it.
that's going on, you
Yeah.
kept your focus, which I'm
Yeah.
sure your family are particularly happy about.
I'm happy about
You're
it.
happy about it.
And are you in rehearsals at the moment?
We are, yeah,
How are you
yeah.
finding that now?
It's good. It's a different type. Again, it's a different
Yeah.
like with which I find a lot with theatre now is it's a very different type of process. You know, I'm still all new to this part of it, but it's good. You know, we're getting to know each other a lot better.
It's
and all that.
intense, isn't it? Because
It is, yeah.
You know, I like yourself came from the amateur background where you're doing a show and you might rehearse twice a week for 2 hours on a Tuesday night and Thursday night.
Yeah.
But when you're doing a professional show, you're in there from 10 to 6, 5, maybe 6 days a week. It's
6
full on,
days a
isn't
week,
it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's full on, but it's good because I think the longer that you're there, the more you get to know the part, the more you get to know the play, and
Yeah.
the more the chemistry builds between the people. And with a play like this, where it's all about the dynamics of
Exactly,
an
yeah.
island in the 1930s, where people know the ins and outs of each other,
Yeah.
that's important.
It's
So,
a real ensemble piece, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. It's every cast member is really important
Yeah.
to this play. So
Which is lovely to be
Yeah.
a part of it.
Yeah.
And what are you thinking? I mean, we had the lads in from Vikings yesterday, and Simon could totally relate, and they were able to have a chat about, you know, self-taping and all that kind of stuff. Are you in that world now?
Yeah. Look at the joy in his
Am I
face.
exhausting
yeah.
you even thinking about it?
no, it's fine. It's just when I'm at home, I have to self-tape with my mum. So
How's your
Yeah.
mum on self-tapes?
Oh, she's more nervous than I am. She's
Because
like,
she doesn't want to mess it up for
yeah,
you, you
I
see.
have
Yeah.
to give her the script. I'm like, man, there's your lines. You know, you can read it. And she'll read her lines so she doesn't mess them up because she's always afraid that like I'll do a good take and then she'll fumble the lines and mess it up.
Yeah,
and I'm
of
like,
course.
it's fine. It's me they're paying attention to.
It's all about me.
So you're facing into a long run now of the show. You're doing 8 shows a week. This is when you come out at the end of this now, this is where you'll feel, right, now I'm ready to go. You'll learn your stripes on this because it's a tough run.
Which I'm actually looking forward to
Yeah.
because I think because it'll be so intense, I feel like it's a real actor
Absolutely.
experience. You know,
Yes,
that's
of
8
course.
shows a week in the theatre, you know. So I'm looking
And
forward to it.
what a place to be making your debut.
I know, yeah.
Gaiety
Yeah.
Theatre.
I
One of the
know, I'm
most
lucky.
famous
Fantastic.
historical theatres in the world.
I know, I'm so lucky. Yeah.
And now they've got you, son.
Now
And they're
they've got
lucky
me.
to have you,
Lucky
Ian.
to have you. Yeah.
Listen, thanks for coming in. Break a
thanks for
leg with
having
the
me.
show.
Thank
Tell
you.
all the
Yeah,
gang
we
in the
look
cast
forward
we
to
said hello.
seeing it. Take care. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
Now, to see Ian in the Cripple of Inishmaan, just check out ticketmaster.ie.
Now, after the break, more wedding styles for the mother of the bride or groom. See you shortly.